Hi Tom, difficult opening few games for Gloucestershire. How do you bounce back from the past 2 games?
Yeah, I think it's no different to sort of last year really, where we had an indifferent start to the campaign, obviously with a tie and a loss. But I think there certainly has been positives in the 2 games. The way we bowled in the Sussex game was really good, and also how we batted in that chase against Kent. So there's certainly positives to draw from. I think most players have had a performance in the 2 games that they'll be looking to evolve from. So I think it's not all doom and gloom. We know it's a 14-game tournament. There's plenty of time to grow throughout that.
You talk about that bowling Sussex Sharks out. How happy have you been with the bowling unit so far this season, especially your performances?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to be back on the pitch. Going back last year, I only played a few group games with my back injury, so nice to be fully fit and available. And it's a different shape bowling attack. There's been some injuries to the bowlers. Aman's come in and done well and got some really valuable experience. I think in this next game could have Zoom and Adj back available, which would be massive for us to add to the bowling group. And Painey and Matt have been great at different times. So it's nice to sort of get a few bowlers back available, get that pack fit, and then I'm sure there'll be a selection headache for Jack and Boo Boo come tomorrow.
Talk a little bit about training there. How's the training been going into Friday's game?
Well, I think, as you can see from behind, there has been a lot of rain today, but also that gave a good opportunity to go indoors, get the bowling machines out, work very specifically towards the Hampshire game. But the day before we were outside, got some valuable practice in the middle. The prep's been really good. Having a week to prepare for a match is very rare during the blast, so that's been really good. And certainly the tournament started pretty quickly after the last 4-dayer, so for everyone to just have a real block of training has been valuable for this match. So hopefully we can get on the board and get that first win.
Sounds very positive, and obviously you mentioned it at the start there, Gloucestershire didn't get off to the best of starts last year, and we all remember how that ended. So you're still confident for the rest of the season? Yeah,
definitely. Our target is to retain the blast. We know that it's a tournament, if you get on a roll you can fly up the table. We had 2 blocks in that last tournament where I think we won 3 in a row. So there's nothing to say that win the Cider Derby the following week and the table looks completely different. So we know that. We know it's momentum. We just got to break that cycle and then fly up the table, hopefully.
Very briefly, you talk about the Cider Derby and the South West Derby. You've been able to see the stands grow around the ground. You must be very excited for that game. Yeah,
well, not so much as a bowler. It makes the dimensions very small. But no, we love the Cider Derby. It's always really well supported. Rematch from the final. It's going to be a really exciting occasion. We're all really looking forward to it.